welcome to the fourth session of Medilens Presents Minutes. Hello friends, I am Prateek Kumar Dinkar and I am the student of MBBS Final Professionals Part 2 in King George's Medical University, Lucknow. And I am the founder of Medilens as well. In this session, I have featured Dr. Nikita Bhalla. Friends, she is not a photographer, but she is a poet, she is a dentist by graduation, and currently she is pursuing MBA in hospital management. When I started this endeavor minute, I have already mentioned that I'll feature the medical students or professionals who are photographers by passion and the influential people as well. That's why in today's session I have featured Nikita Bhalla. She is a great poet and she is traveler as well. She had a military background. She belongs to a military family. She has a good experience of different cities of India. She is a good example of different ingredients on a single dish. I'm saying this because she's not a photographer, but she is a chef and she has started her YouTube channel Kitchen Stories as well, and I will give the link of her channel in the description, and like and subscribe to the channel. So guys, let's get started with Nikita Bhalla.
Welcome, Dr. Nikita Bhalla, to our session minutes. I'm very grateful to feature you for the session number 4.
Thank you so
So,
much. My
Dr.
pleasure.
Nikita, how do you want to define yourself? Like, if I ask who is Dr. Nikita, then how can you define yourself? That who is Dr. Nikita?
I would just like to say a simple girl living her fun life. Actually, I'm an ambivert kind of a person, not that much of an introvert or an extrovert. I believe in balance, so that comes from my personality also. So that's why I'm an ambivert. If I'm close to somebody, I am very close to them, and if I don't know about anybody, I don't keep my opinions towards them. So that's how I am. That's the kind of person I am. Plus, I come from a defense background. So I'm used to shifting and staying at new places and meeting new people. So yeah, that's how I am. I believe in being happy no matter what, because life is too short to feel sad about anything. So we should just enjoy each and every moment of our
I
lives.
believe that this is one of the typical reply I have ever get in my previous 3 sessions, because I used to ask almost similar questions to all the people whom I used to feature over here, and this is the typical reply when I ask them how can you define yourself. Usually they say that I have did this. They usually counting their academic achievements or the what they have achieved yet, you know. But you are saying what actually you are. Impressive. I'm highly impressed by you.
Academic achievements should be highlighted when you're giving a professional interview, I feel. On a personal level, I don't think academics matter so much, because on a personal level, it matters more of how a person you are. So, yeah, always
Yeah,
you should.
yeah, yes, absolutely. Because those who I used to feature in my session, or I invite them for my session, they are usually elder than me. You know, I'm very young. Even I'm younger than you as well. Maybe 3 to 4 years I'm younger than you. So so it's not like that kind of. But yeah, everyone has their own perspectives. That's a different thing. So, Dr. Nikita, basically you're a dentist. So, what was your journey towards dentistry, and how's your experience?
When I joined dentistry, to be honest, I did not know much about that field, and I don't did not know exactly what the profession expects out of us and how we are supposed to be towards that profession. So in my first year, I was not so aware of it, but gradually when I into six months into it, I thought I learned the process of it, and I learned how responsible and how ethical we need to be in our field, and what the field desires from us. And I learned those, and I felt quite comfortable with it. And then it became a very smooth journey for me. Initially 6 months I was not aware, so I was finding my way through it, but eventually I got the hang of it and things went on quite smooth. So dentistry was not a easy path, I would say, but it was a nice roller coaster ride which I enjoyed, and I have some beautiful memories from it. So yeah.
Yes, medical and dentistry, these are the two, I think, the most crucial fields. I'm in the MBS final professionals, and I find it very difficult. Even like balance, you have to balance the things all together, no? So that's very difficult. So, Dr. Nikita, you have just mentioned that you are from the defense background. So, how did you get diverted to dentistry line? Why didn't you
It
just join the
was
that defense side?
It's not, I won't call it a diversion. I would just call it a choice because we all have choices in life. It's just not what we pick on. Like we have 10 options in life, but we can't walk 10 roads, right? We need to just walk one path. So I chose my path, and just because obviously I love my country and I would love to serve my country, but I did not want to do it through the defense. I thought there are many other ways by which I can serve my country. So yeah, I just chose my own path.
Right now, you are pursuing MBA in hospital management. So
Yeah.
you have completed your graduation in dentistry. So why did you just carry on with the post graduation in dentistry lines? Instead, you get to MBA.
The point here is, like I already told you about choices. So while I was doing dentistry, I understood about myself and I understood that I'm more inclined towards administrative services instead of this 9 to 9 job of doing patients and managing patients. Not that I don't like it, but the point was I was more inclined towards dealing with people and managing people. And I always wanted to have a post graduation degree, and I wanted to have a certain different kind of a degree in my life. So I researched about it, and I thought that, yeah, MBA in hospital and health management would be a very good choice for me, as in future I can continue dentistry also, and I can have this hospital administration work also with me. So that's all. I just made a choice to be a little different. So yeah.
Tell me about your hobbies.
Yeah, so my hobbies are, because I'm a very outdoor person, I don't like to be indoors and all. So my hobbies have usually been swimming, cycling, traveling to new places, or reading a book. I love reading. But then during the pandemic, when we had to sit in our homes locked up because we couldn't go out, I always had a passion towards baking. I don't call it a hobby, I call it a passion. So I just made something out of my passion, and now I have a YouTube channel called Kitchen Stories, on which I share my favorite recipes. So I'm glad about it, that yeah, I did something in 2020.
So you're a chef as well. You're a poet, you're a reader, and you're a chef as well. Just
Yeah, I am too many things, and I'm a dentist, and now I'm going to be an administrator. So yeah, I'm too many things on the plate.
yeah, that's why now the word chef is this suits you because just like a recipe which is mixed with the different ingredients, and you are the same like that, mixed with the different with different
Yeah,
professions
I have
and
all
that passions, everything. That's why I've already mentioned, you're one of the impressive person which I have came across with in my whole these three sessions. This is my fourth session, and you're very different, and I'm highly impressed by you. As we all know, that for ignition, there's always a spark behind it. है
yeah.
So, what's that spark which led you to be a baker?
That's a very interesting question. I've never thought about it, or never somebody asked me. People have asked me why I wanted to be a dentist or why I chose MBA, but never anybody asked me why I want to be a baker. So yeah, let me think about it. Okay, so I don't think ever I never thought of going into baking or being a baker. I think it's more of like after my 10th board exams, we have those 2 months of holidays, right? So, as my dad is in the defense, so we couldn't do much. And I was bored of my usual hobby. So, I found out about this baking classes for a month, and I had time on hand. So, I just thought that why not learn baking? I just wanted to try and learn what it is and see if I can do it or not. So I just enrolled myself in those classes, and I think from there I got my interest, and since then I've been baking. So I think that's why I do this. Like that's why I bake for what I bake now. Because I believe in destiny. So I think destiny had it for me. Like I had to do it after my 10th board. So I did it after my 10th board, and here I am. Almost after like 10, 12 years. Yeah.
So, do you have any future plans with this bakery things? Like, do you have any future plans?
Right
Like,
now,
you
I
want to
just,
start something?
yeah, right now I just cater on a very small level to people who know me very personally. I don't do it on a large level, but see what life has in store, you never know. Maybe someday I cater for a large source or something. Right now, I don't have any plans for it, but if I get orders or something, I do take care of them and all. So yeah.
So if you started that, then I'll be the first one to order this.
You you can still
Just
order from
you can just send me the menu list. Yeah, but the thing is, you have to send over, like, if you can supply from right now you are in Rajasthan, right? So you have to send from
No,
Rajasthan
right
to
now I'm
Uttar
in
Pradesh in
Bangalore. I
Lucknow.
came back from Rajasthan.
Just like you have said, now you just used to travel here and there, because I get to know from your Instagram that you are right now in Rajasthan. So that's my mistake, that I didn't did my homework well. And
Not your mistake, it's
Nikita,
my thing that
how's
I don't stay in one places.
so how important is cooking for you?
Cooking is my passion, so it's not like if I don't do it, I will die. It's not something like that kind of a situation, but it is my passion, it is my thing. It is something that is totally mine. Like, because when you work or when you do something else, you share a part of it with somebody else. But cooking or creating something new, which is loved by the people around you, is something a very own thing of mine. So it is, yeah, it is very precious to me, and I just call it a passion. I don't want to make it a business or anything. That's why when you ask me about my future plans also, I don't have much of it. Like, if people tell me to bake for them or if they order something from me, I love to do it for them, but I can never think of it as a business perspective, because it is a passion, and I don't mix my passion and my work and everything. I don't do it. I like to keep things very separate, because when you're stressed in life, you need to have something to go to, right? So if I make a business out of everything, then how am I going to feel relaxed or have fun in my life? So yeah, cooking is a very fun and stress free kind of thing for me. So that's how I like to keep it that way.
That's very true. I used to say to everyone, the same is implying to you too, that we have to do something for our sake, you know, for our happiness, not for the others. That's a
Exactly.
very, that's what make you unique from others. Otherwise, others are different, but you are unique. But you are unique, so that's the reason behind it. That because you are doing something for your own happiness, not for gaining attention or seeking attention or just to. So, Nikita, you're a dentist, you're a poet, you're a reader, you're a cook, you're a baker as well. So what is it you try? One thing I missed, you're in administration as well. So
Yeah, I'll be
what is it
going to
you're trying
administrate.
to say by your work? I wish you all the best for that.
Thank you. I would
So
not.
what would you like to say by your work?
I did not choose it. Matlab, I did not choose such different fields, or I don't have such different passions just to show it, just to prove anything or just to tell the world anything. But now that I want to see my journey, and now that I see my journey for myself, I just want to say the world that you can have it all. You can have it all. You can have the whole world with to you, and you can keep it to yourself, and you don't need to share it with anybody. So that's what I believe in, finding your own happiness, having your own thing, having your own. And I'm a bit of traveler also, because I love to travel. And I think all these things, having different passions, doing different things, comes from my background, the way I've been raised in my childhood, going from a defense background. Because in defense, a defense life is a very different life, and we are exposed to a lot of things at a very young age. Like, even if a 5 year or a 6 year old child has a lot of options of what they can do in life. So I think when you're exposed to such kind of choices in life, that then you obviously learn to choose what you want to do, and over the period of time you develop on it. So maybe that's the case with me.
You are on Instagram and you are on YouTube as well. So, do you ever bother about followers and subscribers? That I have this much followers, I have this much subscribers, and you are giving all your potentials to gain followers and subscribers. Do you used to do so, or do you bother about it?
To be totally honest, I don't bother about it, because, as I already told you, these things are for me. It's my own space, it's my own stuff. So I just focus on making it the way I want to make it, because I don't know why, but I have this weird philosophy that when I'm 60, 65 years old, and if I open my Insta, or if I open something of my, like one of my social media accounts, so if I look back at, I don't want to have any regrets in life. I want to be like, oh wow, I lived such a wonderful life, because I am living one. So that's how it's just for me. I don't bother about it. And that's why I tell people also, see, if somebody is doing something and you can't support it, it's okay. Don't support that person, but don't spread negativity or don't spread hatred. That's where I don't like it. Rest, I'm okay. Who wants to support, they will. Who don't want to, they won't. Because everybody has a different take on things and everybody has different choices. What I like or what I do may not be approved by somebody, right? So it's okay. It's totally okay. And you should always focus on living your life. That
Yeah,
otherwise
absolutely.
you miss out on your time.
Yes, yeah, that's what I have already mentioned. Na, that if you are doing something for your own happiness, not for the sake of others, then you will definitely grow.
Yes,
Yeah, that's very
exactly.
important thing. So yeah. So Nikita,
Mm.
do you ever think that criticism, because whenever you start any endeavor, you are having two aspects, that one kind of person, people will criticize you for your endeavor, and the very less amount will encourage you to continue and do your best in your endeavor. So how much do you concern about criticism, and how
So
do
here
you?
I would like to say that I have not received that much criticism, and if I've received any, also I've not taken it as a criticism. I've taken it as a scope of improvement, because even I'm doing something for the first time. I'm here at talking about my YouTube channel, so I'm also doing something for the first time, and I don't have so much idea on it. So I usually take feedbacks from people. If they're not giving me feedbacks, I ask my closed, my loved ones, that what did you feel about this video, where could I improve, or was this recipe correct, or anything, something like that. So I don't take criticism as criticism. I always take it as a feedback, and then it's up to me whether I want to do something about it or I just want to leave it behind. So that's how it is.
Would you share any of your experience of like the one point where you feel that, yeah, this is something which is demotivating me from your this endeavor, kitchen stories, that one criticism? Do you have any experience of that? If you want to share, and how did you cope
And
up with that?
nothing that I can recall of, because as I told you, I've not received such kind of a criticism. So yeah, or it's almost always been the feedbacks only. So yeah.
So what's the most uh, path changing feedback yet you have received, which have just changed
Path
your
changing.
endeavor to a great extent?
Mm, the path changing feedback that I would got was uh, to actually incorporate more of recipes and not more of baking, because generally people like to cook different kinds of cuisines and different kinds of Indian recipes and different kinds of snack recipes, and not everybody likes to bake, or not regularly everybody bakes. So yeah, that's how my shift was, because initially I remember I was doing more of desserts and cakes, but then I shifted it. So yeah.
That's true. So, Nikita, who are your mentors whom you used to follow?
I don't have any specific mentor, or I've not tried to incorporate someone specific in my life. I have a few people that I learn from, and my parents have been my constant support and guide for me. So whenever I'm stuck in my life somewhere, or I need to seek for advice, then I seek it from my parents. Otherwise, I have a great support system of my friends who support me. So that's it. Not any specific person that I would like to quote.
Do you want to say something for those who are just running behind the followers and subscribers? They're not focusing on their activities. They're not improvising their activities or their endeavor or the anything which they have started. Either it is of cooking or some photography or like writing. Some of them are writing. You are a poet also, so you know this well as so. But they are running behind the followers, subscribers, and all this. So, what would you like to say to them?
Sorry to say, but I don't really understand why are we running behind this virtual thing. I would say somebody behind a camera or somebody behind a lens whom you can't actually talk to or relate to. you are running behind those views or those likes or those comments, but the people are sometimes, but you miss out on the people around you or their opinions or their views. So I don't want to say something specific because it's their choice and everybody makes choices for themselves. And I think the world is turning to be more behind the camera than living around your space. I feel that's what is happening to the world. So I think maybe I am a misfit and they are a better fit in this world. Because I sometimes really feel that because I don't really bother about all those stuffs. So sometimes I feel that I'm really a misfit to all this, but it's okay. Everybody has their choices. They will eventually understand, and maybe hopefully they will get those followers and they'll be happy with it, because everybody needs to find their happiness. So if their happiness is a certain amount of followers or a certain amount of likes, then why not let them have it. I just can't relate to it, so I can't comment much on it.
Yeah, actually, that's a very controversial question. That's a very controversial question, and I used to ask opinion of each person, either personally or in session. I used to ask. That's a very controversial question, and everyone has their own perspectives for this similar question. So, Nikita, yeah, what's your favorite recipe?
Yeah, so my favorite recipes are dahi ke kebabs that I recently put last Saturday. And then I love my baking recipes. My cake recipes are my all-time favorite. So I'm more of a baker kind of a person. So yeah, all anything to do with dessert and chocolate is my favorite.
Yeah, when you start delivering to the other parts of city, other parts of India, then I will surely order cake from you
Delivering is a tough choice.
because
Keeping mind the freshness and all, I think it's going to be a tough choice.
because I like only one type of cake, which is being baked in my home. That's what I like.
Oh,
But since yeah, I have one more baker in my list, so I can try her also.
yeah, sure. Why not?
So, Dr. Nikita, what's your personal opinion for those who are in medical or dental profession or they are students and they are also having cooking as their passion? So, what would you like to say that how they can manage? But because it sometimes in the mid of something, it comes to our mind that just focus on your studies, left it for the future. You will have sufficient time in future to carry it on. Anna. Right now, you just have to focus on your studies. But that's the point when you are quite getting distracted away from your passion, and at a point it comes that you don't get back to your passion again. So, what would you like to say that how they can manage it?
See, if you have chosen with dentistry, I won't say it's easier to manage your passion, or with medical, it is, matlab, with MBBS, it is difficult to manage your passion, or with any other medical field. What I feel is like, even if you are focusing on your MBBS degree or your dental degree or your nursing degree or any other, be it engineering, be it any degree, you won't be studying 24 hours, right? You won't be doing your degree for 24 hours, or be it for 12 hours. You won't be doing it. Somewhere, someday, you will take a break from, because every human being needs a break from their regular routine. So when you need a break from your regular routine, you can follow your passion. It's all about maintaining a balance. I also don't bake or cook every day. Right now, I can do it because I'm at my home and I'm doing my online classes and everything. So I can do it at this moment. But with my college or with my hostel life, it was difficult. But did not mean that I stopped it completely. Even if I'm doing it twice a month, I was doing it. So that's how it is. If you may not be so regularized in it like you were before, but somewhere you can keep it up. Even once in a month is good enough. If that's how you can balance it. It's all about balancing. So how it's each to their own. Some people just leave it behind because they just feel ki, okay, I wanted to get into this thing and I wanted this degree. So it becomes their passion and then they give their heart and soul to it. So even that is right. Some people want to balance it out, they balance it out. So it's everybody's individual choice. It's a very vast thing to see what one wants.
So that means you want to say that just try to find time for your passion, you know.
Yeah.
Once you get done with your studies for a day, just instead of wasting that much time which is left, just utilize it for your passion. That's what you mean to say. Am I right? Do you follow any routine?
Yeah, so my routine is normally like I get up at 6:37, and then I usually do either I go for some walk or something, or I just laze around and have my cup of tea and just soak in the day. Then my classes start around 10, so 10 to 1 I'm busy with my online classes and everything. After that, it depends if college commitments are there, I'll do that. Otherwise, I'll take my time. If I feel like baking or cooking something, I'll do that. Otherwise, I'll go for a walk or a swim. Or usually I'll go out to meet somebody. So that's how my pretty much my routine has been in the whole pandemic situation. Like since last year March, that's been my routine pretty much. Because when you are at home and you have a lot of time on hands, because you don't go here and there and you don't need time to travel anywhere, so you're doing everything from your own space, so you get a lot of time. So it's basically mood based, except the regular college work or college commitments. I think everything else is very mood based right now.
Since you're a poet also, so if you don't mind, if I ask you to say a few lines of your poetry which you like most, that this is one of the most fascinating poem you have created ever,
Yeah, I could do
that would
that,
be
not a
grateful. I would be grateful
problem.
to you. Yeah, sure. Please carry on.
Yeah, so coming back to your question, my poem, I just write because I used to upload it on Insta, so I used to just write it for a minute or something because then it goes to the IGTV or something. So I just wanted it to be like not on the IGTV, just on the video thing of Insta. So one of my favorites would be I've written it on soldiers of Indian forces. The title of my poem is वो एक ही लाखों के बराबर है, उसे ना कोई नाम की तलाश है, ना कोई पहचान की ज़रूरत। वो गुमनामी में भी खुश है। उसके जैसे हज़ारों हैं पर उस जैसा कोई नहीं, वो एक लाखों में है। जिसे सिर्फ़ इस वतन से प्यार है, जिसकी सांसें इस वतन के नाम हैं, वो सबका होके भी किसी का ना हो सका, बस इस धरती का बेटा बन पाया। उसके लिए ना कोई अपना है, ना कोई पराया, बस ये धरती अपनी है। दिन महीने साल गुजर जाते हैं, पर वो खड़ा रहता है फक्र से। सबका होके भी वो किसी का ना होया, बस इस धरती का बेटा बन पाया। शायद तुम्हारे ख्याल में वो कभी ना आए, पर उसके ख्याल में तुम हर पल रहते हो। वो एक लाखों में है, वो गुमनामी में भी खुश है। उसके जीते जी उस पे फक्र कर जाना, कभी उसके लिए भी दुआ कर जाना। वो एक लाखों में है, जिसका ना कोई नाम है, ना कोई पहचान, बस वो एक लाखों में है।
That's very good, Nikita. That's you have virtualized a whole picture of a soldier in these few lines. That's very patriotic. That's the real
Thank
patriotism.
you.
I must say, yeah, that's really a patriotism. Instead of chanting some a few lines, that's not the patriotic. This is the patriotic when you're trying to, when you are putting all your skills for your country. That's very impressive. You're really an impressive person who I've ever come across. Not
Thank
for only
you. Thank you
not
so
only for
much.
this session, not only for you're really impressive, and you have a bright future.
Thank
Just
you.
keep
Thank
on
you.
doing what you are doing. So because you really have a bright, yeah, because that's why I asked you, I invited you for this session because when I started minutes, my main concern was towards the medical students or professionals who are photographers. But in a bracket, I have mentioned influential persons as well. Those who are in
Yeah.
medical or dental field, but they are influential as well. So you fall down under that influential criteria. So you are the first in the list who is in the influential criteria.
And even you are doing good. Even you are going to reach great heights.
Thank you
Just
so much. Thank
continue
you
with
so
your
much.
photography.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nikita. And on behalf of Medilines, since I'm the founder of Medilines, Medilines is the largest platform in India where any medical student or any medical professional can showcase his or her photography skills, and from time to time they can participate in different contests. And I have made provision that I will give e-certificates for all the participants, and the entry will be always free of cost. And my all contests are sponsored, and I used to give cash prizes, cash rewards or subscriptions. And would you like to say something about your kitchen stories for our
I don't
audience?
think I'm a person. Nothing. It's just my own passion and my own recipes. So if anybody wants to send me their favorite recipe, I can try it, and I would love to feature it on my channel also. And any suggestions, any feedback is all the time welcome. And please do like, share, and subscribe to Kitchen Stories. That's the most important.
Friends, if you find this session informative, do support and subscribe to my channel. If you are interested in cooking or bakery, subscribe to Kitchen Stories. You can find my previous sessions over here. Thanks for watching. Good luck.